This is the Wiiviewer!
The LittlWiiviewer! And the LittlestWiiviewer.
And we're all gonna review
Super Smash Brothers.
This is the third Smash Brothers game that we've reviewed. I reviewed the original for the N64, and we reviewed Brawl for the Wii.
Twice.
You did your own little side project. That wasn't a review. It was more of a expansion on what the game was, right?
Pretty much.
If you don't know what this game is, and I can't believe you don't, simply, it's a game where they throw mascots together and see who wins. It's like every drunk conversation you've ever had. I wonder if Sonic could beat up Mario. Well, you could find that out.
This one was really, really good. It was definitely better than the last one.
Did you like this one better than the other one?
Yeah. Now I could actually understand the game, for one thing, because I really didn't understand much while I was playing. I was younger when I was playing other game.
And now you're an old, decrepit man walking around in his walker.
Yes, of course.
The controls seem to be working just fine, and I also loved how you can tweak the controls to your own liking. That was helpful for me.
The controls were fine for the standard controls.
Really, I had problems with the jump and then where they were, so I changed them.
Well, you can, set that. That's why the controls option exists. I thought the controls were not terrible. Actually, I thought they were pretty okay to start. But if you don't like them, you can change the controls, of course.
Did you change them?
No.
I guess I was the only one who changed the controls. So unfortunately this time around there is no story mode. There's like an event mode where you can try and beat challenges so you can unlock other things.
That was in the last game too, but this one is more revamped because you actually get better rewards and it feels more of like a unified system than before where it's defeat 5 challenges to get the next 10 challenges.
As simple as I can put this, the game is just a fighter. Each player has different moves and different special moves, and you're trying to knock your opponents out of the ring. You can now create Miis with different abilities that you can play in the game. So that's cool. You can kind of make your own fighters, which was really different and really should have been something that was in the last game.
You also have edited custom fighters for any fighter, actually. But you have to actually unlock their separate custom moves, unlike the Miis, which are free. You could just use any custom move from the Mii.
So what modes were there?
Classic mode, All-Star mode, Stadium, Master Orders, and Crazy Orders.
Which one was your favorite mode to play?
Probably just the regular Smash mode, really.
Well, yeah.
All the other modes are just kind of a side distraction. A gimmick that's good.
There's a lot of options you can do. So it's like, if you have a player who's really better than all the rest of you, you can handicap them, which I thought was cool. The stages, they range from great to okay. I didn't like the stages where the backgrounds were just going nuts, like Skyloft.
Skyloft wasn't bad.
Oh, it's distracting. That's what I didn't like.
It wasn't even distracting.
Well, it was for me.
Well, you can't focus then.
No, I can't. I'm trying to focus on where my character is. And it's even crazier now that there's up to 8 people in a fight. What do you think about 8-man battles?
Depends on the stage whether it's a good choice or not, really.
Well, not all the stages can handle an 8-person battle.
The biggest stage, Palutena's Temple, is hands down the best stage for 8-player Smash for the fact that
it's huge.
It's the biggest stage in history, and because of that, many battles in different places can go on, and that's kind of what 8-player Smash is. Tiny battles going on at the same time, usually interlapping at times.
Which one was your favorite stage?
Pilot Wings. It's kind of cool. It's just simple, it's fun, it's bright, it's colorful.
My favorite stage was the Yoshi's Island. So one of the major new additions is this Mario Party-esque board game. What'd you think of it?
It was pretty fun, chaotic, but fun. This is just kind of a side attraction. I thought it was interesting.
Basically, you're on a board and you all just kind of move all at the same time.
And use items, and when you cross paths, you fight, and other conditions.
Kind of like this whole idea they did with creating a board game with fighting. It was clever. So, if you didn't like the stages that they had available, you could create your own. What'd you think about the stage builder?
It was good with flaws. If you knew how to use the mechanics, it worked perfectly. The one problem I have is that you can't really undo any changes. Yeah, there's an undo button, but if you're trying to make this huge platform to battle on and you make one little mistake, instead of being able to undo that one little line segment you made, you have to undo the entire platform.
Yeah, that didn't make much sense. Now, right from the get-go, there are a ton of characters unlocked, and I love that.
More than the 3DS version.
And you can connect with the 3DS version as an actual controller in this game if you have it. So you could actually label your character before you go into the battle so people would know. So it's not just player 1, player 2. You can actually put your name up, as I'm sure you've seen in this video. We each have our names up.
This is kind of an old feature, but it's really handy just for the fact that it's there, because having to see who's player 1 and player 2 way harder than just seeing the names pop up on the screen instead.
But why? Oh, why? Couldn't they let us, the labeler, use like an on-screen keyboard? Why did we have to go back to the old texting days where we had to hit the button over and over and over and over? Okay, now I gotta get to the lowercase I. Now I gotta get to the lowercase v. Now I gotta get the uppercase W. That is just mind-boggling. Why didn't they just put up the on-screen keyboard? Make it easy.
Because then only one person can do it at a time, and then the other people will just be blocked.
On the fly should be compact, clean, and as efficient as possible.
You get money in the matches, which you can use to buy abilities.
You get money in the matches and you can buy stuff. There's a lot of things you can buy with it. Access to modes, trophies, trophy rush, which gets you custom moves and stuff. Basically various unlockables.
So let's talk about the online game.
It wasn't terrible.
Well, there's a ringing endorsement. Nintendo, put that on the box.
They're not exactly coming from a good track record from their past 2 games. The 3DS was kind of laggy at times, and sometimes it just didn't really work. Other times it did, but Brawl was just terrible. Let's just say it's non-existent. But this game, it's not great. It's good.
And I think they'll just get better. I mean, they're learning from their mistakes.
This is a really hard game to perfect online because there's a lot of stuff going on at the same time and there's technical reasons.
You know what else I liked? That the matches didn't take as long to get into as like in Brawl. No. It was like a waiting game in Brawl.
Its only drawback is the button lag. I don't know if I'm the only one who's noticing it, but there's a significant lag for if you're wanting to do an action to when it actually happens.
What about frame rate drop?
It didn't really drop at all, which is good.
So boys, Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. LilWiiviewer, would you buy, rent, or skip?
I don't even need to answer this question, but I'm gonna say buy. I know this may come as a shocker, but this is a good game.
Alright, LittlestWiiviewer, would you buy, rent, or skip?
Stop watching this video and buy it. It's a good game.
Well, I actually disagree with both of you. I think this is a great game. I don't know where you're getting this good from. Yeah, of course you should buy this game. There's really no question about it. I mean, the characters are all well balanced. Some of them are harder to control than others, but it all just takes time. You should absolutely buy it now. Well, boys, we did it! That was Smash Bros. For the Wii U. Why don't you check out my last review of Mario Kart Super Circuit?
Or maybe you could check out our classic review of Super Smash Bros. For the N64.
Thank you guys for watching, and please subscribe.